Dear learners, how do you do all? I hope you all here are hearty. I am also very well. You know that the whole world is passing through a very complicated moment. That is, COVID-19 has grasped the whole world to a great extent, and I hope that all of my students are trying to continue their studies, staying at their home. And today I am here to conduct a class on the topics of importance of education. Before taking the class, I would like to introduce myself to you. This is Nikhil English speaking in front of you. Assistant teacher, Social Girls High School, Kalkini, Madanipur. Here, you know that I am going to take the most important class, that is on importance of education, Shikkha Gurutva. Here, before taking the class, I want to say something about education. You know that by receiving education, a person can be successful in life, a person can develop his mental growth, physical growth, as well as his the flourishment of his or her additional growth. That is, I have written a definition regarding education on the blackboard. That is, education. What is education? Education key. Education is the process by which our mind develops through formal learning. Receiving education from a institution like university or college. শিক্ষা এমন একটা প্রক্রিয়া যার মাধ্যমে আমাদের মন উন্নত হয় শিক্ষা গ্রহণ করার দ্বারা বিভিন্ন বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় এবং কলেজ থেকে। Here, I would like to say that education is a process. Education is a system by which a person's mind can be developed, or a person can be fulfilled receiving education. You know that if a person doesn't take education, we can call him an illiterate person. I think that means you know that the position of the illiterate person is to the farthest corner of the world. That is, they don't have any value. An educated person has much value, as they know many things around the world, regarding the world. I think an educated person can fight against all sorts of hindrances or obstacles, but an illiterate person doesn't have that capability to fight regarding that obstacles. But it is education which enables him to fight against all sorts of hindrances and obstacles in life. So, if you take education, if you can be educated fully, you can do many things in your life. You know that if a person doesn't take any education, probably he or she cannot go anywhere, either to go anywhere or to communicate with others. I mean, whenever a person goes another country, if he is uneducated, probably he cannot communicate with them. But if the person is educated, he can easily communicate with all. And that's why he or she has to take education. And you know that education is the precondition of success in life. And that's why in our country, I see, not only I, but also all we see that students go to their respective institution with a view to receiving education, so that their mind can be fully developed. And that's why students go to school, and there are some persons who are actually who don't have any education, who don't have any knowledge regarding anything, cannot shine in life. and that's why a person has to put emphasis on education. So actually, without this, there are many reasons. There are many reasons that are important for taking education, which I cannot actually express at this moment, in this very short moment. And you know that the importance of education cannot be expressed in this shortest period of time. If a nation or a country receives education, probably she can be developed. He or she can be developed. And if the people of the country are educated, probably we can hope easily that the country can develop. We know that there are many developed countries in the world, like America, Russia, England, etc., Japan, and they are actually educated. There we find no uneducated person in those countries, and most of the people are educated, and that's why they are developed. And in this case, we lag behind to some extent, and that's why we cannot keep pace with the world, like America, Russia, England, India. You know that but it is a very good news that we are developing gradually with the advancement of science, and in every sector we see the uses of science in all sectors in our country, and that's why our country is gradually developing. Here we see the task of education in every sectors, like education, science and technology, medical treatment, agriculture, economy, etc. In every sector, without being educated, without receiving education properly, we cannot hope a very strength country, and that's why we all should take education just for the sake of our country, as well as the sake of yourself or myself or ourselves. And that's why we have to be educated, we have to receive education, and that is the reason, that's why I have taken a class on importance of education. You know that without receiving education, no country, no person or no nation can develop. And that's why we have to be educated, we have to receive education, and by receiving education, we can develop, we can advance with the rest of the world. And hoping everybody is sound, health, I would like to conclude my class. Until then, goodbye. Thank you all, thank you very much.